What skills do engineers possess that you use most as a founder? So not even necessarily like something super technical, but there's any skills that like you gained as an engineer that now you're at the founder status, you're at the founder table. Like, do you use anything that you learned in the past?
Yeah. The top skills that I feel like I have, I guess, would be two things. One is almost like project and program management. How do you execute at that lightning pace? And as you grow, and it's more than just two people, and then it gets to, hey, now I have an engineering team of 6 or 10, and then you grow that to 30, and then you grow that to 100. There's those different levels of just project management and continue that level of execution when it was just 2 or 3 of you. That's been probably
Very tough.
yeah, that's
Very tough.
probably been the hardest challenge. And so really driving that culture of how to use whatever project management tool that you have and how to set up a process that's not holding people back and just like process for process, but it's just enough to continue the ball moving forward as fast as possible when you know it's not just you doing it. So I would say that's been one I don't know if I've perfected it, but it's pretty good as you
Yeah.
know, proof in the pudding a little in the Endrada. But so that's been, I think, a really strong skill over time that I've had is just how to get code to production. That's what I definitely focus on. I think that last 10% of the job is the hardest 10% of getting something to production. Like development is, in my opinion, 50% of any, here, let's build this feature. Great. The actual code is 50%. And the other 50% is just getting it through the process and eventually to production. And that last little 10% of it is, I think, the hardest part. And that's where engineers, all in all, no offense to all y'all, but we, as a collective whole, we kind of suck at that. Like we think, hey, I did my part. Like it'll get there. It'll magically, be there. And it takes a lot to get it out and get it out with quality and speed. So I think
Working
that's
on
something
it.
that always,
Working on it as a community.
yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously Linear B helps get there. So a little plug there. But I always look at things right to left. A lot of us use a tool like Jira or whatever, and a lot of us have like a Kanban, kind of columns of your stages. And when I look at those boards, I always talk about, from stand-ups to end of month, or like literally today's our last day of our quarter at Drata, where his month shifted. So it's like there's these major projects we're literally trying to get out today, maybe tomorrow. But it's like, let's always look right to left. Let's always say, hey, this piece, I could spend 2 minutes of my day and get this one ticket to the next step versus start something new. I've always said, like, to the engineers, like, even though it's not realistic, but it's like when you look at that very left column, treat that as it's worth $1 to the company. The very right column where it's closed and it's on production based on however many steps, just put a 10x multiplier as you keep going. So sometimes, like, I think I forget how many steps we have, but it's like, it's worth $10 million to the business if this one ticket goes to production. And so do you want to spend 5 minutes trying to help the $10 million problem, or, an hour trying to spend the dollar problem? Like, so always think right to left.